And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Throws to the back. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Fires to the big fella. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The Spartans send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
It might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Hunt. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He'll set up to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Getting some heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress. He just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Back to the air one more time. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Spartans are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. He looks that one in nicely. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The give. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Dialing up a second down pass play. Throws to the tight end. Got him, and nobody's close.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. The these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Vanderbilt opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
Gonna run it. It's Hunt.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. It's Yates. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Extending the play. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Irish send out the punt unit. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll keep it himself. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Now on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. It'll be a draw. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. On the move at the 30. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The run from the shotgun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. After the run, now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bitonio. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They try to pop a run on the draw. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
First down here for the offense. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Jumped on top of the pile. Line getting set on second down. The give on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. He wants to throw. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 28 over the Sharks. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going to let it go. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets to 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Spartans have taken it inside the 20. Trying to find his man on 1st down. With the catch, it's Morris. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. Makes the catch and knocked down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Darnold. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Pressure coming. And he finally went down. You can't expect to be protected for that long. Just tremendous coverage by the defense.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Spartans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll put the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. To the ground with the back. Running with power. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Looking to buy time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Slips through the line, and the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Morris. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. They'll throw it on 1st down. coming after it. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll line up for a second down play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Spartans decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Bully ball on third and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Trying to wear down this defense. The 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. Fighting off the defender. Tackled, but he has a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now they're going to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. Wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. They'll run the screen. Bulls his way forward. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Spartans are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Going up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll just keep slinging it. Getting some heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. No passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Going to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
And first down for the offense.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's a first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Gets it out fast. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Right back to the well.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll go to the ground. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And he's still running after the move. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This is a 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.